guys, welcome back. I was hoping for a nice, bright, sunny day. It is another rainy, gloomy day in the summer. Can you believe it? But I've got my bright pink lipstick on, so we're gonna make it a bright day anyway. Thunder's out, my cat is hiding. But this video, we're going to be talking about kitchen products, my favorite kitchen products. The thing about kitchenware is you use it all the time. And so you want something that encourages you to cook, that gets the job done well. It is worth the investment to get these things right. And a lot of times we are willing to spend the money on the right products. We just don't know which are the good products. As a minimalist, I do not have haul videos. It's more or less lifetime haul videos. I really like to keep the best of the best wherever I can because I keep these products for a very long time, one, and then two, I use them so frequently because I have very few products. It is one of the most economical things to cook at home. It helps the environment and it helps your health. Cooking at home is the one thing that can really change your life. I will have the more innovative kind of kitchenware products for the next video, so don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna get right into it with the measuring spoons. These measuring spoons are my absolute favorite. The thing that I like about it is it comes with a skinny side and a big side. So the skinny side is for fitting into spice jars when you're trying to get it into a spice jar, and the big size is for fitting into anything else basically. And I really like how you have basically double because you have two, one on each side. It's so smart and it balances the spoon out. And then these are magnetic, so they stick together so easily. I don't like the ones with the ring because I always want to take them off the ring because I don't want to dirty all of them all at once. And so this is a really great invention. I've had this for years. The lettering has not rubbed off. I mean, it's really the best you can get when it comes to measuring spoons. Every time I use it, I always think what a great purchase that was. And then the very next thing that I really like to use is this Brita water filter, and I had tried previously a more expensive water filter, and it was a really big and bulky filter, and I didn't like using it because it was hard to clean, it was hard to store, it didn't store in the fridge door like this one, and so I rarely used it. But this one, because it's nice and compact, and it was extremely cheap compared to the other one, but because it's so nicely compact, then I drink water at home all the time. Getting away from bottled water and just drinking water at home is a huge thing for your wallet, a huge thing for the environment. And I get the water filters on Amazon, and I really like drinking the jars with a straw in them. The insulated cups, if you are having a hard time drinking water at home, you just don't like glass jars, you don't like plastic bottles, try that out because that has encouraged me to drink so much water from home. So if you're having that issue, go to Target, get one of those straw containers, insulated containers. It doesn't leak all over your desk and it's so easy to drink out of, and get one of these, you're good to go. My very next favorite product is this blue spatula, and it came in a set of 3, but I gave the other 2 away because I don't believe in keeping something just because it comes in a set. But this spatula I've used so much. I don't bake a lot, but every time I bake, I use this spatula. The little spatula that came with it, I don't use, although it can be very useful if you bake a lot to get things out of the can. I don't use that one a lot because, like I said, I don't bake, but also because I can just use a spoon. When it comes to minimalism, you really want products that hold their weight in your kitchen. You don't want things just taking up space. And this thing is so multi-purpose. You can use it for eggs, you can use it to cook in the pan, and you can use it to bake. So I really like it because I like the way it looks, I like the way it works. You just can't go wrong. Most of what is in my kitchen is OXO or OXO brand, but I picked out my absolute favorite of that brand for this video. They really get their spoons right. Some things OXO does not get right, but when it comes to spoons, they know what they're doing. The perfect design. This is a good all-purpose spoon. You can get it to get pork chops out of the crock pot, to get soups. Even I use this for soups. I don't need a big ladle, but a ladle is more efficient. This thing you can use to cook with in the pan, just like the spatula. Great design. It's very sleek, very lightweight, dishwasher safe. Everything you can possibly want in a spoon. And the same thing with this big spoon. This is a spoon for the OXO Pops. So you've seen my OXO pops before, and I always scoop out rice because rice is very economical to have with every meal. It's so much easier to make than bread, and it's easy to make every day, unlike bread. And so I use this, and it makes a big difference to be able to scoop a lot at once and not to be using a spoon or trying to pour things. It's a lot more efficient to get a $2 spoon like this. So if you have containers and you're trying to look for the perfect spoon, get this, because a lot of the spoons have a long handle and then it's hard to get it out of the jar. A little spoon like this is perfect. This is my second favorite OXO product. And then my next one is their measuring cups. You no doubt have seen this if you live in the US. And they are just genius because the markings are on the cup when it's straight down. So you pour things and you can see where the markings are, so you don't have to look to the side to see if you're getting it right. And so these cups are amazing. I have the 2 cup and the 4 cup. And if you are a minimalist and you only want the bare minimal, you really only need the 2 cup. But since I make a lot of smoothies and I cook a lot, I have the whole set and I love it. And then the very next product is the cutting board, the mini cutting board. And one thing I want to mention about OXO is all their products basically are dishwasher safe except for the OXO pops. So that's a real plus. They really think about function when they design their products. They're very smart products. And I like this mini cutting board because you don't want to be dirtying a big cutting board every time you want to make a smoothie. A lot of times you just want to cut a few berries or you want to cut an apple for a snack. You don't want to be getting out big cutting boards and dirtying everything. A nice little compact cutting board is perfect. So I actually have more than one of these. You don't need more than one of these if you wash your dishes by hand. But since I make a lot of smoothies, I have 3 of them. The really great thing about these cutting boards is they store so easily. So I keep them right above my plate. So my plates are on the bottom in my plate organizer, and then these cutting boards are at the very top. And it works really well that way. I just love these cutting boards. My next favorite product is this scale. And I did not think I would use a scale a lot, but my gosh, let me just say, you can use a scale for so many things, especially when you want to measure out ingredients to freeze, for instance. If you have crock pot recipes, you can measure everything out. This is great. If you do any amount of baking, you need a scale like this. And also if you do DIY things like your own homemade deodorant, for instance, you'll want to measure things out to make sure you're getting everything right. So this is so compact and it is the perfect scale. A lot of times when you buy products, all you want is simplicity. When I buy a toaster, when I buy an alarm clock, and when I buy a scale, I do not want anything that is complicated. And how hard is that in the US to find something that is just nice and basic and streamlined? This scale is that. And the very next product that I like is this 6-cup muffin tin. And 6-cup muffin tin is very important for me because I don't want to be making a lot of muffins at once because I don't want to be eating that many muffins. And this muffin tin is amazing. Let me just say, if you're trying to become a minimalist and you're trying to cut down on bakeware, you need a muffin tin and a cookie sheet, because a muffin tin you can make anything. You can make pot pies in here, you can make banana nut muffins, chocolate muffins, blueberry muffins. So forget the chocolate cake, forget the banana bread, just make everything muffins. You can even make chocolate molten cakes. There's endless uses for a muffin tin, and a 6-cup muffin tin is perfect if you're a single person or you're only a 2-person household, because you will not be consuming more than you should. So you can bake these as a single person, maybe you'll eat 2 or 3, and then you can freeze the rest. So 6-cup muffin tin, I didn't even know they existed, and when I figured it out, my whole world opened up. And then my very last product is another OXO product. I mean, how excited can you get about a can opener? But it really makes a difference. Blades in the kitchen really make a difference. If you're gonna spend money on anything, it should be blades. So your knife, your blender, and your can opener. They have to be sharp. You will be wasting so much motion and so much energy if it is not. And in Europe, they didn't even need can openers in Norway. But here in the US, you definitely need can openers, and you need something that is strong and gets the job done and not giving you more anguish than it's worth. It makes all the difference when you get the right tools for the job, so I cannot recommend this OXO can opener highly enough. I hope that this video helped you out so that you can find good products so that you can have a streamlined kitchen that encourages you to cook. And if it did, to go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so that I can see you next Sunday.